Alright guys, welcome back to Nostalgia Lane. So today we're going to go through some of my Wii collection and just some of the cool stuff I like about the Wii. And I pulled some of my favorite games. There's some ones in there that everybody's kind of known for, and there's some in there that I don't think you've ever heard of. But that's what makes this video kind of fun. So we're going to kind of relive my memories with the Wii. So I'm going to show you some cool stuff I love about the Wii. So first, I'll kind of recap some of the systems. So of course there was, there was the white Wii, the red Wii, the blue Wii, the black Wii. Some of them were GameCube compatible, some weren't. But this is one of my favorite ones, and it's more just because it's gimmicky and it's small and it's cute. So this is just the top loader Wii. This kind of came out towards the end of the Wii cycle. I don't think it actually has internet capabilities at all. It definitely won't let you play GameCube games either. So yeah, so there's that. These Wii Minis are really cool, especially like if you're going to go over to a friend's house or play with a bunch of kids or something like that. You just bring over your little Wii Mini. It's so cute. So, okay, next. Alright, for these I borrowed Riley's systems, mostly because his red system is a lot more cooler than mine because he's got all these special stickers. So, you know how Riley is. He loves his stickers, so. So anyway, he's got a backwards compatible one with GameCube ports up here. I like collecting the colors of all the Nintendo stuff for whatever reason. It's super lame, but I just like the colors, okay? So don't give me a hard time. Alright. Then you got the blue Wii, which is, I don't think this one is backwards compatible. Yeah, it doesn't open up top. Usually you can tell by what it opens up. It's a cool color. I don't have the blue one, I don't believe, so I need to find me a blue one. So I'm pretty jealous of Riley's here. It just looks so beautiful. So, Carolina blue. The other cool part about the Wii is if your Wii breaks down or it doesn't end up working or reading discs, it's a really easy system to turn into like a homebrew system and kind of download emulators and stuff, and it's relatively cheap. So I have a Wii that's like that when I got it didn't read disc or anything like that, so we turned it into kind of like an arcade simulator, and it's actually in my arcade over there. So we got all the emulators on it, so you can play Nintendo, Sega, Game Boy Advance, all sorts of crazy stuff. So the Wii's are kind of fun for that as well, so kind of keep that in mind. Alright, moving on. So the Wii was very cool with all of its accessories. At least I think it was cool. They have some really lame accessories, like I've seen like the tennis racket and fishing pole, and they have some really weird ones. And I probably wouldn't buy them all, but I did try to collect some of them over the years just because I like them so much. One of my favorites, even though I'm not a big Star Wars fan, is lightsaber. This is called the Thrustmaster. That sounds super cool. Anywho, so yeah, this one lights up. You put the Wii remote in there. You can play your Star Wars, Clone Wars games or whatever. I always thought, and I haven't done it yet, but it would be cool to play like Mario Party and do like the little shake 'em up mini game with the. Yeah, so I gotta get like 4 of these now. So you guys see some more of these, be on the lookout for me. We need more lightsabers. Alright, moving on. So the cool part about the Wii, it had all sorts of cool controllers as well, because there's just so many different kinds. You could get the character-based ones. They made all sorts of different ones. I have the Peach and Luigi. I have Mario somewhere as well. But I got those. Then they made the different colors. So you got your blue that goes through the blue system. You got your pink. I don't think they made a pink system, but that would be pretty cool if they did. Then you got your Skyward Sword Wii remote, which just makes you feel super cool and legendary. So there's that. This is one I found at GameStop a while ago. This is the Lego you can build into the controller. So I don't know why you would build into the controller. I have no idea why. Maybe I just don't understand it as well. But it's cool. It's a cool concept. Mine didn't come with Legos, but I know that you can build them in there, and I've seen them before. So there's that. Then, of course, one of my other favorite things is my Goldeneye classic controller, so I could play Goldeneye or whatever game I want to play on the Wii, so that was pretty cool. And then, of course, as well as your GameCube, going back to the GameCube days, the Whitbread Controller is just an excellent controller. It feels great in your hand. The button layout's great. Everything feels super comfortable. It's a great wireless controller to have, and it's great to use it on your Wii. So on the games that you can use it for, especially your GameCube games, this is a must-have. You got to get yourself a Whitbread controller. These are so awesome. I have so many of them just because I don't even want to get rid of them. I just like them. So it's kind of a fetish, but whatever. Alright, moving on. Alright, so now we're going to get into the games here. So one of the first games I want to talk about here is a not so much heard of game that people tend to overlook, is this game called Gunslingers. Gunslingers is kind of a on-rail shooter. You're a bunch of different guys, cowboys. You're going through killing the bad guys that jump out of the train. And the best part about Gunslingers here is you can find the kit that comes with the guns. And these are super sweet. They feel like real plastic guns, I guess, but not really. But anywho, you put the Wii remotes in there and you just blast them. So maybe me and Riley will have to do some gameplay on that. Yeah, Riley's missing out. I don't think he's played this game yet. So, Gunslingers. Get that on the Wii. You won't regret it. Alright. Moving right along here. Of course, just like with everybody else, one of the must-have games for the Wii is Wii Sports. Probably the most common game for the Wii is my guess. And Wii Sports is great. I spent hours upon hours playing this. And when I first got a Wii, we did so much Wii bowling. And we did so much Wii golf. I became so good at Wii golf, it's sickening. Boxing always like made you breathe and super heavy and like pass out. So like we didn't box. We weren't that hardcore. But definitely bowling and golf were my games on this. It'd be interesting to hear what yours guys were, because sometimes the baseball ones are pretty sweet also. So check out Wii Sports. If you don't have that, that's one to get. Alright, moving right along. WarioWare Smooth Moves. These are cool little WarioWare games where you just do all the little 3-second, 5-second mini games where it just throws you into a game, doesn't tell you how to do it, and do all sorts of crazy stuff. It's really fun with the Wii remote, in my opinion. There's dumb ones like, I'll read you one on the back here. Oh yeah, that's cool. Okay. You got the one where you balance the broomstick, and you literally just put the Wii remote in your hand like this, and you balance it. The picture you're balancing a broomstick. It's super stupid. But this is a super fun party game. It's really fun to play this super drunk, so if you guys get a chance, get really drunk and play this game. You won't regret it. Alright. Let's see here. One of my other weaknesses for the system that a lot of people tend to overlook or don't enjoy as much, maybe because there's a lot more to it than just a simple Mario Party game, but this is Fortune Street. And Fortune Street's kind of more of like a monopoly of the game. There's differences in it. You can take stock in different areas of the board. It's really interesting to play. You kind of have to get used to it and kind of to grasp an understanding of it, because it's a little tricky at first. It's kind of like the Wall Street monopoly of Mario Party. But there's not really any mini games. So it's very strategic. You need to invest and understand the stock market kind of to grasp the game. But anyway, it's kind of cool, and it does explain it to you in a simpler way. Maybe not so much for kids, but give Fortune Street a try. Give it some time. It turns out to be pretty addicting. Alright. Then we got, of course, our Super Mario AllStars. This is my sealed one. I have a copy over there that I can play too, but this one's sealed. This is just great if you want to relive the old Mario games. This, when it came out, this is so cool that you could play Mario's 1, 2, 3, Lost Levels. It was just awesome. And so this is a must-have for the system, especially if you want to relive your days playing the old school Mario games. It's cool because you can play with your GameCube controller. I think you can play with the classic controller, your Wii remote. So there's a whole variety of different ways to play this. So Super Mario All-Stars. Alright. One game I will never shut up about probably, and you'll probably hear me talk about it a million times, is Mario Party 8. We played when I was in college and I got a Wii. This was like the first game I went out and grabbed, and we played Mario Party 8 all the time. We make fun of the guy in the stupid little hat and how he talks, and it's fun to turn into a drinking game. It can get you really drunk though, especially if you're really bad at Mario Party. Some of the mini games are really great because of the way you use the motion controls. There's always super inappropriate ones like shake 'em up. Some of my friends used to think it was funny to tease each other. Like, you're really good at that, man. So those are fun ones to do. And it's funny to see if you play on a consistent basis with somebody who's better at what mini games, depending on the motion that they're doing. So you got to give that a try. Try that with your friends. Don't try that with your kids. That's kind of weird. All right. Then we got, of course, Mario Kart. Mario Kart on the Wii when this first came out, it was mind blowing. It was so cool to play with like motion controls at the time. Like now, I get it. It's kind of lame and kind of cooled off a little bit because people are used to the motion controls. But man, I remember getting Mario Kart and playing with like kids that are probably like in Japan and stuff, and they're just whooping my ass at Mario Kart. Mario Kart was just such a great game. It still is. I can't say enough good things about Mario Kart. You gotta have Mario Kart. Alright, some of the other ones that a lot of people may not talk about all the time are the House of the Dead games. The House of the Dead games are just amazing, especially on the Wii. I like it because of the motion controls, light rail shooter. They're very arcade-like. You're going to go through and you're going to kill a bunch of zombies. The humor in the games are hilarious. I think especially in Overkill. Just how they... just the commentary and how they talk and just acting in it, it's funny. So, you got to get yourself... If you like tearing apart zombies and killing stuff, this is a fun game to just sit down and play for a few hours with a buddy. And just get those Wii zappers going. Yeah, I mean, honestly, probably cool. So the best part about House of the Dead games is obviously the Wii zappers. You gotta get yourself some Wii zappers, some shotguns, some pistols, whatever you gotta do to kill the zombies in the game. It's just such a great game. Everything's hilarious about it, as well as kind of gruesome. So at the same time, it's just a fun game. So all in all, the Wii is a great system. Yeah, there's a lot of junk games on the system. There's everything like Grey's Anatomy. There's Let's Ride Horses. There's some really weird games on the system. But it's cool because everybody can find something that they like. I know a lot of people hate on the Wii. The Wii is one of my favorite systems. There's just such a huge selection of games. And while there's a lot of junk on it, there's some gems on there too. So get out there, play your Wii some. If not, send me your games for the Wii because I'll collect the stupid little games too. And anywho, that about wraps it up. Let us know down below what your favorite games are on the Wii, especially if it's something we haven't heard of yet. I really enjoy looking for gems on the Wii, so it's kind of creepy. I know people make fun of the guy that got a whole Wii collection. I think it's really cool to get a whole Wii collection, so I want to do that someday, but not right now. That's a little ambitious, so we'll see where the fun goes. But once again, thanks, and one day, come to Montana and play some Wii with me and Riley. Alright, we'll talk to you later. Peace. Or...